Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Angel Whispers with Nicole. Thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate that. Let's go ahead and cleanse our area of any negative energy that might be around today. And let's bring in some angelic protection for guidance and protection, and also for clarity for a great message today. Okay? I hope you're all doing well today. Thank you again for joining me, and thank you for the subscribers that are subscribing. I really appreciate that. So thank you so much. I wish you all love and light, and appreciate the time that you take to listen to a message. So thank you again for coming in. Okay, let's go ahead and get a message today. It says comfort today. Archangel Azrael, I am with you in your time of need, hanging your heart to heal, helping your heart to heal. Okay? So somebody's needing comfort right now to heal their heart. Okay? Let's go ahead and see what the angels need to help you with. Okay? Azrael, Archangel Azrael, I'm with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. So thank your Archangel Azrael for coming in and helping you at this time. To get some harmony and resolution. Okay. Need some harmony, resolution in this situation. Okay, so archangels are to help you through this and comfort you. Also give you strength and guidance. Okay. Some strength and guidance. So you're very protected. Whoever you are right now, you're very protected, and archangels are around you. They're giving you harmony and resolution to this situation and giving you strength and guidance through this situation. So if you're needing this comfort right now, it's time for you to just sit back and listen to the silence, okay? Because they're giving you the answers. Maybe if we're not listening, we're not hearing, okay? Yeah, intuition and downloads. Okay. So they're trying to let you know that they're giving you this comfort, this guidance. It's coming through your intuition and downloads right now. So let's pay attention to those right now, okay? Let's get some clarity on this situation. So right now we need to take some time to really go in silence. Okay, go in silence right now. Let's listen to the message that your angels and your guides are sending you right now. Okay? Because they're going to give you some kind of resolution to this situation. Okay? They're trying to help you, comfort you, guide you, give you the strength. And we just need to listen to our intuition and downloads. Okay? Honest echoes. Listen to the whispers of your heart, for you know the whole truth. Okay? So if this is a situation that you're dealing with, deep down inside, your intuition's letting you know that you know the truth. Okay? You're knowing the truth. Unwavering faith. Stand firm in your beliefs. Your steadfast spirit guides are helping you through this uncertainty. Okay? So they're trying to give you this, this clarity. Okay? They're giving you wanting you to listen to the whispers. Again, listen. They want you to go into the quiet. Because for one, you're getting the intuition and downloads, and you know the answers to the situation. And they're stand firm in your beliefs, because they're giving you the answers to your questions. So right now they're giving you this gate of opportunities. Okay, pass through the gate where you know the pathway to unfurl with boundless potential. Okay, this is going to help you through this situation. Seizing every minute right now. Embrace the moment with purpose. for its time is a precious gift and the journey of self-discovery. That was on the flip side. Okay. So let's get one more for this harmony and resolution. So like I said, they're understand, you know what's going on. For somehow you got a download, you got something, and you know the whole truth just to this situation. Okay. And right now they're just giving you an opportunity, maybe an opportunity to see the truth, to see the clarity of what's going on. And when you do, you know, it's going to give you resolution to the situation. Okay. Meadow of moments. Bask in the meadow of moments where the presence blossoms in the simplicity of now. Yeah. They just want you to go listen. Okay. They're trying to give you these messages. Okay. And to this situation. And we need to listen. Okay. And I think that's what they're wanting to give you, some comfort through this situation, some guidance, and also a resolution to whatever's going on, whatever situation is happening right now in your life. Okay. All right. Let's give me a 3 for strength and guidance. Let's see what's going on, how they're giving you the strength and guidance through this situation. Okay. Seeking clarity. Okay. Embrace openness, insight, allowing the truths to reveal themselves. And you got sky of clarity, okay, which is soaring into the boundless sky of clarity where the insights are infinite and the pure expands. Okay, so they're giving you this clarity, okay, and it's coming through your intuition and downloads, and you're understanding the situation. And it might not be a good situation right now, but they're giving you comfort through it, okay? And they're giving you the strength to come through it, okay? Because maybe you asked for clarity, okay? Maybe you asked for clarity in a situation and you got it, okay? So they're giving it to you right now. Fantasyland. Make sure that everyone involved is being realistic and on the same page. And on the flip, no illusions, okay? Stay grounded in your truth, embracing reality with clarity, wisdom to navigate life's journey and authenticity. I say that word. Yeah. So through this strength and guidance, they're giving you this clarity, okay? You might be seeing things differently. Again, opening up your heart, your mind, your soul to what you really are needing and what's comforting your soul, okay? Because you're being comforted through this whole thing, but I think also that you're needing comfort. You're not getting it in the situation that you're in. And I think that that's maybe somehow you're growing, you know, and you're realizing that the situation that you're in, this is the clarity that's coming to you right now. And you're realizing, you know, this is, I don't know. You're seeing some things, okay? Okay, create a new identity, embrace change, and discover yourself, crafting a narrative aligned with your true essence, okay? With your true essence. My baby girl. She's sleeping, taking a nap. So they're wanting you to, you know, I guess a little bit of finding your true identity right now. You're trying to find yourself. And I think that you're kind of growing and you're kind of seeing things differently and the comfort that you're not getting in whatever the situation is. So they're giving you strength and they're giving you guidance through whatever you're discovering, whatever the clarity you're going through. And they're comforting you, but they're giving you this clarity. Okay, they're giving you this realization of maybe what comfort should be, what comfort is. Okay, and I think you're kind of seeing that, and something is being revealed to you. Okay, in this situation. Okay, let's get 3 for intuition and downloads. Okay, worthy effort, embracing challenges and opportunities for growth, knowing your dedication will lead to rewarding discoveries. Okay. So again, maybe you're working towards, self-care and self-realization, and you're going on a self-discovering journey, and you're realizing the situation that you're in is not giving you the comfort that you deserve. Okay. And I'm thinking that through this relationship, also could be family, work, that you're seeing it. These little things are now sticking out at you. And that's what these little clarity things are about. You're seeing these little different things that are popping up that were once you pushed aside, but now you're realizing that, yeah, maybe that wasn't right, or, that's not what I needed at the time. I needed this at the time, and you weren't getting it. Okay. And that's how I'm feeling this. You're just coming through this intuition, and you're realizing all these different things, and they're popping up all over the place. That's why you got clarity. You got clarity in every situation. Maybe you were maybe you were living in a fantasy land. Maybe you were being lied to. Maybe you're being manipulated into this, thinking this it was better than it actually was. And as you were seeing clearly, your clarity showed you the proof. Okay. And as that's how I'm seeing this. And the comfort that you're needing is not only in the situation that you're realizing right now, but the comfort that you needed all along. Okay. Okay. Let's get this one more. Just a second. Let's keep popping up. Okay, let's get a couple more. And see, I think the angels are working with you and giving you these little bits and pieces of kind of like your life, and you're kind of going through it, and you're realizing, yeah, that's not what I needed at that time. I needed something else at the time. But life gets busy, and you're working, if you're raising kids and you have a job and have a house, and everything gets muddled together, and sometimes we don't stop and see what's going on. And I'm thinking for the first time now you do, and you're realizing, you're realizing, this situation could be better. It could be better. And they're giving you the strength and this guidance to come through it with the intuition and downloads that you're now seeing these little bits and pieces of kind of like your life and how it's been played out, and knowing that, I needed more. I needed just more. And maybe that's what you're realizing. It's a rough road, okay? Prepare carefully before you continue, for it's a long journey ahead. But you know what? You're going to get through it, okay? Take precautions, because remain vigilant and receptive, learning from each revelation as you navigate this life's journey. So again, these intuition and downloads are coming through, and you're realizing, like I said, all these little different things that have been popping up, and you've kind of pushed aside in this relationship, workplace thing. And I'm feeling like you're just now waking up to what you've brushed aside. Okay, what you've pushed aside all these years. I feel it's been years. Okay, I don't feel it's been a couple years in a relationship, or it's been years. Okay, and you're now realizing the situation, and you're gaining your strength, and worthy goal. Get out and get inspired to keep working towards your life purpose. Okay, you're finding something. You're finding yourself. Okay, and I really believe that you're moving towards realization. Okay, That's what I'm feeling. Realization, clarity. Clarity is coming through in every step of your walk. Your angels are letting you know and guiding you through all of this. Okay. And you're getting ideas. Stay open minded and inviting new perspectives to enrich your journey and spark creative solutions. So that's what they're working with you. Okay. That's what this came with, intuition and downloads. So they're working with you to help you clear up the situation, get some resolution, okay, in this situation. All right. They're opening your eyes and they're giving you these little opportunities to either see clarity, see what's going on for the first time, and understanding, and giving you the strength to get through it. You're actually building your power. Okay. I feel that you're just, with every clarity or realization that you're feeling, you're getting stronger. Okay. You're getting your power. Okay. And what's happening is all these little things are confirming maybe what you already knew. Okay. What you already knew. But again, if that's the case, then this is all confirmation. Okay. So you're realizing it. You're realizing this is all confirmation. And yeah. So the angels are comforting you and guiding you, giving you harmony, giving you strength, and giving you your intuition and downloads for this situation. Okay. Let's get the angels are whispering through harmony and resolution. Giving you the clarity. Like I said, they're giving you these little bits and pieces. I'm seeing little bits and pieces. And as you gain that clarity, every bits and pieces coming together. And that's what your intuition is telling you. You were right. You were right. I keep hearing that. You were right. And these little bits and pieces that you're seeing and putting all together, all these little pieces. And I think that's what your realization is. You have a divine union. When you meet yourself in wholeness, all your connections begin to heal. Yeah, you have a divine union. Okay. Like I said, this is your angels. These are your guides. This is God. This is everybody working together to see one clarity, to see what's going on. Okay. To give you the strength to come through this all, and your intuition and downloads to help you get confirmation through it all. Okay. Let's get one for strength and guidance. Are angels wonderful? How they help you through guiding through a situation that you need help with. I just love that. I just love that. And if you listen, that's all they want you to do is listen and ask. Ask and listen for help. Okay. Graceful strength. Okay. This came with your strength and guidance card. So your strength does not roar. It rises quietly, shaping you with every test endured. Graceful strength. And I believe that. I believe that. Because you're not one to, this reading is confirmation for you. This is just another step in your journey of, I knew you were right. That's how I keep hearing that you were right. Okay. And, coming through as they're giving you the strength and your guidance, you're also getting graceful strength, okay, from your angels, because they know you've elevated. You're not going to go down to that level anymore. And somehow I think that person, place, or thing wants you to, okay? They want you to be that person that always did what you did before. You either brushed it under the carpet, you let it go, and you just didn't say anything. But now the angels are giving you clarity. They're giving you comfort, strength, guidance, intuition, downloads to all of it. Everything that you already knew. Okay, that's what I'm feeling. You already knew it. You were right. You were right. Okay? And you're coming through it all. with grace and a graceful strength that I just see you blowing people's minds because they think of you as this one person that you've been for years. And this clarity opened up your eyes to a completely different person. That's where the create a new identity came through. Because that's you. This is really you. Okay? The person prior was not. Okay? The person prior was not. The person prior was living in a fantasy land. Okay? Fantasy land. Okay? You created a new identity to the person you're supposed to be. Because like I said, you got lost in life. You just got lost in life, babe. And it happens. It happens to all of us. All of us. So don't think it's just, it just happened to you. It happens to a lot of people. It happens to all of us. Okay? And one day, just something eye opens. Okay? You had that little time to stop and think. And when you listened, angels rushed in and gave you that comfort, that clarity, that intuition, that downloads, okay, to seek all these little things that you had brushed aside for so many years. Okay? But now they're giving you the strength to get through it, the clarity to see through it. Okay? And, that's what they're there for. Okay? They're there for. And they're guiding you in every way, shape, and form. Let's get one more. You are worthy. This came with your intuition and downloads. You are worthy, babe. Okay? You are not here to earn your worth. It's already written in your being. Okay? And I don't think you were shown that. I think you were taken advantage of. I think you were, like I said, in a situation. Could be, like I said, relationships, work, family. I think you were just taken advantage of. And you're such a good-hearted person. Your heart was open. Your heart, you're a person that your heart was just open, and you don't think people do these kind of things, or they don't, that doesn't even cross your mind. Okay, these things, the clarity that you're realizing now, you just didn't even cross your mind, because that's why your heart was in it. Your heart was in this relationship, job, family, because you give 200%, and your heart was open, and you're giving, and loving, not realizing the outskirts of what was going on. But your angels came in, gave you clarity, downloads, and giving you comfort today, and giving you this realization and this strength to come through it. And like I said, maybe, we just got busy. Okay. And life happens, and, there's kids involved, and you don't want to rock the boat, especially for the kids that get it. But they're coming through now to giving you this intuition and downloads that you are worthy. Okay? You are worthy. And I keep hearing you were right. You were right. You were right. Okay, let's get some spirit advice today. Let's get spirit advice for you, okay? So again, comforting you and giving you harmony and peace to this situation. Strength. And they're for I think someone out there, they're just getting a lot of downloads and a lot of information. And that's why they want you to just a little bit back off and just put it all together. Because I think sometimes we get a lot and we're not understanding, but you saw through things for the first time, and I think that's what they're letting you know. Honor your boundaries, okay? Respect, understanding, communication, and trust. This was your harmony and resolution, okay? So again, harmony for yourself, your heart, your peace, your soul. Okay. Honor your boundaries, because this is for the first time that you're actually putting up boundaries. Okay. And it's not selfish. Okay. It's not. And you're realizing that. To get peace and harmony in your life and resolution and just peace and calmness, you have to say no. Okay. And don't keep saying yes when you want to say no. Listen to your heart. Okay. Because that's how we go to the detriment of everything, and we wear ourselves out, and you know, then you feel bad later on because you didn't want to do something and you ended up doing it, and it just made your soul feel bad because it's not what you wanted to do. Okay. It doesn't lift you up. Everything in life should lift you up. Okay. Should feel good. Should make you, yes, this is what I want to do today. This is what I want to give today. This is what I want to do today. You know, and yeah, sometimes things are, have tos and they're not want tos. But if that is the case, then that's when you set your boundaries and you do it, or at that moment in time, you will understand that this is a have to and you have to do it, and you go in with that mindset and you do it right. Okay, I got to do this. Let's go in with it. But the other things that you can control, okay, that's what they're saying today. Respect your boundaries, okay? And understand that it's not selfish. I keep saying that. And it's honest communication, okay? I've learned through my life, if you trust and just be honest with somebody and trust, that communication gets the other side the same way as you're trying to put it out there and not take it the wrong way, okay? If somebody says to you, do you want to do this, this, and this, and you're just not feeling up to it, and you just say, yeah, I don't know, I guess so. But really in your heart, you really don't want to. You don't feel like it. You don't feel good, whatever the situation is. But be honest. Just say, you know what, I just don't feel like it today. My whatever is this, whatever is that. But honesty goes so far. And, we've lost that around the way, I think. If we just be honest and communicate. Because I would rather somebody be honest with me and tell me, the truth, and just say, hey, I just don't feel like it today. I got this going on and this going on. Oh, hey, don't worry about it. I gotcha. Okay, we'll do it next time or whatever. I get it. But just that honesty is so refreshing, just to be honest with somebody. And, that is your boundaries. Okay, that is setting up your boundaries, your strong communication, your trust, that other person trusts you enough to understand your emotions, your feelings in that situation, whatever it is at that time. And vice versa. That you have that communication and trust with that person for that person to say the exact same thing. I just don't feel like it today, or you know what, can we put it off? And just, yeah, no worries. Honesty, and communication is so important. That's, I just wanted to put that out there, because it comes with boundaries. It really does. It comes with, honoring yourself, respecting yourself, and then respecting other people. We've lost respect along the way, so much along the way. And, respect goes so far, Okay, let's get one more advice for your strength and guidance today. Honor your emotions, self-awareness, expression, healing, and growth. Exactly. Just honor how you're feeling. If you don't feel like it today, or you don't feel that that's what I'm trying to express today, honor your emotions. Because when you do that, you'll feel better, you'll lift your vibration, and you won't go into in a situation where you didn't want to be there anyway and have that negative energy. That person that invited you, or whoever you're with, will feel that energy, really not really knowing that you didn't want to be there, and kind of, put a damper on the whole situation. But if you were honest and trusted the emotions and honored your emotions, and were, honest and understanding with the communication with that person, it goes so far. It goes so far. So honor your emotions, and expressing and healing, because that's growth. That is so much growth because you're honoring yourself. And when you honor yourself, that puts it out there to honor other people. Okay. All right, let's get one more for your intuition and downloads. Trust the power of love. Okay. Unconditional love, connection, and oneness. Okay. So, if it's something that, you know, you guys can work out a situation, love is the highest vibration. Okay. And it's unconditional. And the connection to love is the connection to divine. Okay. So if this is a situation where, you're realizing your worth, and again, communication is what I'm feeling. It's just talking it out, letting the other person know your feelings, your emotions. And maybe it wasn't something that you guys, understood or could do together. Maybe you guys are needing counseling and can get through that connection. Okay. I'm not saying it's all, finished, because I feel that in this situation, your heart is in it. Okay. But you're realizing things have got to change. And in this situation, you were right in all these different areas. So that is, your decision and up to you. But you were right in all these situations, is what I'm coming through to the situation, what I'm hearing. All right, let's get some a message from Spirit on this one. And like I said, I'm talking to somebody that has an open heart, and will just do anything for anybody, but again, respecting yourself and your emotions is what's coming up today. And you are worthy, and you do need to love yourself. Okay, that's what I'm feeling with the trust of the power of love. Love you. Okay, unconditionally. you know Tell yourself today one thing right now that you love about yourself. Okay, one thing you love about yourself. Put that out there. Write it in the comments. Okay, write that in the comments. Something that you love about yourself. What do I love? I'll give you one example. One thing I love about myself. Sometimes it's a hard question, but I love my heart because I put my heart on my sleeve. So anybody that knows me knows that. Anybody that knows me knows that. So I love my heart. My heart's always open to anybody. So put in the comments what you love about yourself. Okay, your message today is: your life is about to start moving quickly in some areas. Events that seem to have been on hold suddenly propel forward. So move with the flow and be mindful for what needs your attention the most. Make decisions rationally but sensibly. And this is with harmony in your resolutions. Okay? Because I think you are. I think you're, like I said, you're gaining this sense of clarity, strength, honoring yourself, knowing your worth, and your people are seeing you differently. And they just are like, wow. Okay? And the person, place, thing that you were in, is seeing you differently. And they're understanding that their ways don't work anymore on you. Okay? That situation is not working on you because you've got clarity in a lot of different situations. Okay? A lot of different situations. So again, do with what that is. If it was something that, you were right. You were right. Okay, this one from Strength and Guidance. You got: sometimes walking away is the only option, not because you want to make someone miss you or realize they took you for granted, but because you finally respect yourself enough to know that you deserve better. Wow, Spirit. And that was with your strength and guidance. Okay. So, Spirit and angels are letting you know right now, through this reading right now, okay? Your worth, your clarity, and I'm thinking also somebody's mental health too. You know, you just kind of are seeing things and realizing, like I said, you're getting all these little different business pieces, and that's what this intuition and downloads are. The angels are working behind you and comforting you through the situation, but giving you also confirmation on things that you were right about. Okay, for your intuition and downloads, if you think you are alone, you're not. We are beside you in all the challenges that you face. Trust that outside sources will always be working with you to ensure the best outcome of every situation. We have the best interest at heart, and we love you. Came from Spirit. And that's also with your intuition and downloads. So, they're giving you that message and to know that you are worthy, okay? And you're never alone because your angels are guiding you completely. And, the main today was comfort. They're comforting you. Your archangel's comforting you. Azrael's comforting you through all this situation, okay? And you're never alone. Never alone. Let's get a spirit animal that's helping you with this journey with you. Okay. They're always there with you, and they just want you to ask. Sit down and quiet and ask, and they're going to give you so much more information. That's what I'm telling. That's what I'm hearing. They're going to give you more information. If you need more information, they're giving you more, and they're giving you the strength and guidance right now to go through it all. Okay, giving you the strength and guidance to go through it all. And they're comforting you through the whole situation. Okay, you got the horse spirit. Freedom is yours. Oh. And you got 33, which is master teacher. So I think Spirit is letting you know that they're comforting you through this whole situation, but freedom right now is yours. 33, which is a master teacher. So maybe you're moving forward, ascending to a bigger, better place where you can teach, okay, and help people through a situation that maybe you're going through right now that you could help somebody. Okay, but freedom is yours. Okay, let's go ahead and get an angel number that's helping you. So your horse spirit, freedom is yours. 33, master teacher. Now, if you're seeing a horse or you're riding horses, that's just confirmation. Okay. Excuse me. Let's get an angel number. We got 1144. High vibes. Divine intervention. Divine intervention. Like I said, it's intervening here. Okay, and he's guiding you completely through this whole journey. Prosperity, big ventures. Okay, fated events, faith, purpose, and higher calling. Again, higher calling, like maybe you're like, again, a teacher. You got the master teacher number. Okay, 33. So love or other happiness lurks just around the corner. It will be something much better than in your wildest dreams. A rare opportunity and exciting encounter with like-minded people will exceed your expectations. Wow. 1144. Okay. So that's confirmation if you're seeing this number. Okay, that's just confirmation for you right now. But again, it's higher purpose. It's divine calling. So maybe you're being called to remove this situation, be removed from the situation because you're being called to a higher purpose. And right now, the angels and everybody is comforting you right now. Your angels, your archangels, your guides, to give you harmony and resolution through this situation, strength and guidance, okay? And listening to your downloads and your intuition, because you were right. Okay, I keep hearing you were right. Okay, so freedom is yours. You got your horse spirit, all right? Honor your boundaries, okay? Because it's divine union that's coming in. This divine union is guiding you, okay? To have and giving you this graceful strength to come through it all. Honor your emotions, okay? Go through them, feel them, because you are worthy. And you're never alone, okay? All right, let's close out with your guardian angel, okay? Your guardian angel is an angel that's been with you since you were created, okay? It's one that guides you forever in eternity, okay? So, in a situation when you're needing guidance and clarity and direction, call on your guardian angel, okay? All right, guardian angel, what do we need to hear today? We need to hear a prayer, okay? Dear guardian angel, to you I pray. When I am fearful, help me remember that only love is real. When I am lost, help me find my way. When I'm confused, help me regain clarity. When I feel lonely, help me feel your loving presence. When I perceive chaos, help me see order. Thank you. That is your prayer. Okay? So guardian angel wants to hear from you. Okay? So that they can help you, guide you through this situation. Okay? Because the angels right now are just wanting to help you and guide you through all this situation. And, you know, like I keep feeling you were right. You know, whatever the situation is, you were right. And your intuition was right. You saw this clarity in the situation. And again, if you need to do what you need to do in this situation, then you need to do it, because you're being called to a higher purpose. Okay, a higher purpose. So, all right, guys, I hope this message resonates with somebody. Please leave in the comments, and remember to leave what you love about yourself. Okay, so thank you again for watching. Again, I just appreciate everyone that's taken the time to come and listen to a message. So subscribe, share the video, like the video, and share it with somebody that might need it, okay? If this resonated with somebody that you might know, share it too, okay? So love and light to everybody. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.